What's up, dedicated Dragon Ball denizens? I'm Ryan, and we're here for another episode of the Hawks Dragon Ball Nest. This time we're going to get into the set preview or set breakdown. This time we're going to do black, which is actually kind of the color the set is based around. Wish for Shenron, and this is Dragon Ball / Shenron deck. I'm going to just refer to it as Shenron. So we're going to go through each card that is coming out. First, I'll start with the support for the new leader, which is Shenron. Then we'll go through the extras, which are mostly actually just straight up support for the leader as well. And then we'll get into the legacy support for old leaders. So let's do it. Alright, now this one is going to be the first of our really different leaders. I mean, it's building a little bit off of the Bulma of leaders that don't attack, which was a black leader from last set. But this one is actually very different. It is a Wish leader for Dragon Ball. So, check it out. So, on the front side, it is just called Dragon Ball. And we see all the 7 Dragon Balls there, 15k. Now, permanent, this card can't attack. And if your life is at 4 or less, it gets 5k power. So, not too bad. Kind of normal on there. Gets to the 5k power. Okay, now activate main. Switch this card to rest mode, draw a card. Cool, so you get to draw a card every single turn at the very least. Awaken can be activated during activate main or battle. And we know that. Okay, when you have 7 cards with Dragon Ball and their special traits in their drop, draw a card, then flip this card over. So basically, all you need to awaken is to get 7 cards with Dragon Ball in their special traits in your drop. And then you can draw a card. So that's pretty good. It's in their special traits. So when I first saw it, I thought it was like straight up Dragon Ball. They had to be the Dragon Balls, but they don't as far as I know. Alright, so then we flip him over. And what you're seeing here is the alt art lead. Really pretty. I always show the alts when I'm doing these breakdowns, because why the heck not? I mean, that's I can't wait. I actually have seen some people have pulled and gotten this set early, and so you've seen what it really looks like. You know, you get the real hollow stuff in there. They did really well with these alt leaders this set for the most part. All right, so anyway, 20k, so permanent. This card still can't attack. And then activate main, switch this card to rest mode. Play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 7 or less from your drop. And then flip this card to the front side. Then return all cards from your drop to their owner's deck. Shuffle your deck. So pretty crazy in that, right? So for one, you're basically not flipping this card until the turn you're ready to go. Right, because on the backside it doesn't draw, if you notice, right? So you can as long as you're at 4 or less, you still get the 5k boost. So pretty good, pretty crazy leader. So basically you can activate main, draw a card the turn you're going to use it, switch card to rest, draw a card, and then you're going to be able to flip. Actually, I don't know if you can. Yes, I'm looking at it. Switch this card to rest mode. When you flip, you're going to be in rest mode. So I guess you can't draw the turn that you use this, now that I'm looking a little bit more into it. But you get to play a battle card of 7 or less from your drop, then flip to the front side. And we're going to see what that card is later on. The main 7 cost card, what that is. There is one specific card, but of course you could play anything you want, and then you could shift that over, shuffle your deck, all that good stuff, okay? So, what are the battle cards? Let's get into them. I've gotten them a little bit out of order based on how I think is a good way to present them, but they're mostly in order of, 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever. Okay, anyway, Whis. Okay, Whis is an interesting card here. It's a 1 cost, 35k power, and 10k defense. Now, permanent, this card can't attack, obviously. And then but permanent, if you have a Beerus in your battle area, this card gains blocker. So, I mean, I guess that's kind of good. It's still a 1 cost, so it's relatively easy to remove. But as a 10k combo, it's still a card that you're probably going to want to throw in the deck if you're at least going to be playing the Beerus. So here's the Beerus, 25k 3 cost. Not bad, but 0 combo, a little bit. But still a good card. So place the top 2 cards of your deck into their owner's drop. Then if you have 7 or more in your drop, choose a battle card with 2 or less and KO it. So that's pretty solid. I mean, a 2 or less. It's for a 25k attacker, and you're milling top 2 in a deck that you need to mill. I don't know. I think this package might work, but I'm still not 100% sold on it. Okay. Then we've got Oolong, 10k combo, 1 cost 5k on play. If your leader has Dragon Ball and its special traits, choose a battle card with a cost of 5 or less, and it can't attack during your opponent's next turn. Okay, cool. Not bad, a little stun card. I mean, what is this? It's basically Para Bros, right? Anyway, I think, I don't know if Para has the 5 or less, but whatever. Alright, then we've got Kami. 1 cost, 10k, 10k. When this card is placed from your deck into its owner's drop, if your leader has Dragon Ball and you don't have an energy marker, place an energy marker. That's really good. As a 10k combo, this one's definitely, in my opinion, a 4 of. Can kind of help you get that energy marker. Not bad. Alright, then we've got Roshi. 5k, 2 cost. 5k combo, 2 cost, and 20k attack. When this card is placed from your deck into its owner's drop, if your leader has Dragon Ball and special traits, add up to 1 Son Goku from your drop to your hand. So that's, I mean, I think it's pretty good, right? I mean, especially we're going to see an SR Goku. It's a really good Goku that's both mill and can reset your deck. I mean, there's a lot of good black Gokus. Obviously, you've got the 4 cost secret rare. We've got the new 7 cost secret rare, which we're probably not grabbing that one. But I think it's pretty good. At the very least, you can at least grab one for combo power. And when it goes from your drop, so it's really like a draw. So pretty good. I don't know. I mean, are we going to play this one at 4? Maybe not. But then we've got a new Black Giru. So 5k power, 1 cost, 10k. Just kind of a regular place the top 3 cards of your deck into their owner's drop. This one to me, I mean, I think we're going to play this one as a 4, 10k combo and to mill your top 3 in a deck where we want to mill as quickly as possible. Definitely. All right, then we've got this Krillin. Interesting card here, a 5k power, 2 cost, 5k combo. Okay, so blocker after an opponent's attack. We know what blockers do. I don't need to read that. So auto, when this card is placed from your deck in your drop, if your leader has Dragon Ball, play this card from its owner's drop. So that's pretty solid. I think it's pretty good. I mean, just to be able to play out a blocker, sure, it's only 5k, but I mean, we're playing it for free if it's getting milled. And your opponent has to do something about it. It's a 2 cost, easy to remove. Red's going to deal with it easily, but I think that's pretty good. And then we've got Dende, 2 cost, 5k combo, 10k. If your this is on play, if your leader has Dragon Ball, place the top 5 cards of your deck in your owner's drop. That's pretty good. Top 5 into drop for a 2 cost. It's a 10k combo. I mean, I don't know. I still feel like there might be better plays. Once you're kind of getting into a 2 cost, a lot of times I'm not a huge fan of playing out 2 costs that like just don't have any power to them. But it's not bad. I'd consider it. Then we've got Pilaf. See, now this one's better to me, right? A 2 cost 20k and 5k combo. Right, so less combo power, but now you've got an attacker, and on play, place the top 4 cards into your owner's drop. Interestingly enough, this one's not leader lock, but I don't know. I mean, really, this is the only deck that we need to mill right now in black. This one, I think, is much better because you've got an attacker to put some pressure on your opponent compared to it's 1 less card in drop, but I think 4 is pretty good. All right, now moving on, we've got Vegeta. Another 2 cost 20k power with 5k combo. Right, this one's pretty good. If your leader has Dragon Ball, place the top 3 cards of your deck into their owner's drop. Then choose a battle card with 1 or less and KO it. I like this one a lot, especially if we're going into Cell. I mean, I think that black, this deck's really going to struggle into red in general, as most black decks do, especially into Cell, but maybe it gives you a fighting chance if your opponent leaves out some Android 18s. Easy way of doing so. It's solid. I mean, top 3 into drop as well, so you know these last 3 cards are all 2 cost and you know varying different types of mill and all of that stuff. So I don't know, I think we've got some tools here overall, just in terms of commons, uncommons, and rares. So let's get into the higher one. So this one's not necessarily higher on its own, but we do have Bulma as the super combo. A lot of people are probably going to love this card because it's Bulma in the bunny suit. Not really my thing. Give me all the cooler alts, please. But you know, it's a nice super combo. It's an Earthling. I don't think this one's super searchable, but I'm sure people are going to be playing it. I'll actually take in black, give me the Kinkamans, save them, and guys, I'm going to stick to those. Or the Bola as a Saiyan. I love that one. So anyway, all right, let's get into the SRs and hires now. So we've got the Bulma SR, and as I'm looking through these, I mentioned that you only need 7 Dragon Ball cards, and I thought that maybe some of these cards, I didn't even look at the traits, might have Dragon Ball in their special traits, but obviously not, so it has to be the Dragon Balls that we'll see. So moving on. Okay, we've got Bulma, 1 cost, 0k combo, 5k. Activate main. Discard 1 card from your hand and switch this card to rest mode. If your leader has Dragon Balls, add the top 2 cards of your deck to your life. Then look through your hand. And, then look through your life. Add 2 cards to your hand. Shuffle your life. Okay, add the top 2 cards of your deck to your life. Then look through your life and add 2 cards to your hand. I'm confused on... Is this a adding 4? If your leader, add the top 2 cards of your deck. Oh, yeah. So it's a life stacking. I don't know why I didn't notice that until now. Why am I so confused? I didn't know that. I didn't actually know that Black was getting anything like this. This is what Golden Freeze is getting. So that's actually pretty good because it's going to help you not get some of your Dragon Balls stuck. I mean, your secret rares stuck in life. That can just be a game killer here. So I actually, this is a really necessary card for that, and the Dragon Balls too. Remember that. I mean, we need all 7 of them, and you can only play 7. So if those get stuck in life, I mean, you're basically done. So it actually makes a lot of sense now. I see where this is coming from, where you're able to get those Dragon Balls out of life. And go from there. Okay, that's pretty good. So that's obviously a 4 of. Then this card is, oh my god. And look at the alt here. You know what's crazy is I should have even showed the normal SR of this. Looks better than a lot of like alt arts from the previous sets. Again, like they really upped the art in this set, and I can really appreciate that. So that's cool. So anyway, this card's really cool. I think I love it. 5k. 35k attack, 0 combo, but I mean it does a lot here. So when attacking, you may place the top 5 cards of your deck in their owner's drop. So we're milling 5, and it says you may, so you don't actually have to, which actually gives this some playability in other decks too. I'm really thinking of Shallot just for this next effect, right? Activate main once per turn. Place up to 3 cards with costs of 6 or less and different card names from your drop at the top or bottom of their owner's deck in a random order. So this is just a really cool card to stack your deck with Shallot if you're using him. I mean, and let's say that your Goku 6 costs are getting killed and you don't have them, you know, as long as you're at 5 energy, which you should be, you're able to you could just stack your deck with Goku, or maybe you already have one on the field and you can recycle some pretty good cards there. The 6 or less is notable because you can't recycle super combos, which is good. But I mean, for Shallot, it's going to give him the ability to basically recycle anything. It is in a random order, so note that. But remember, it is up to 3. So let's say you want to guarantee that your Goku, your UI Goku for Shallot is there, then just only do that one. You know, so that's not bad. Or I mean, if you do 2 6 costs, you're going to be guaranteed to pull both of them as long as you're attacking with Goku as well. So pretty good. I mean, I think it's a really good card. I think I would play this one as a 2 of in Shallot, and probably a 4 of in Shenron. I don't know. I think so. And let's get a load of the next one. Another just really pretty card. I gotta think that maybe the prettiest cards made it into this deck. I think next we're gonna do Piccolo, and they got maybe some of the more badass looking cards. They did really well. Again, I can't say it enough, so I don't want to harp on it. But anyway, okay, so we've got Goten Trunks Youth riding on Shenron with Teen Gohan there. So just a really cool card. This is actually one I want to get a copy of and just throw into my personal collection. It's just so nice looking. So 25k power, 3 cost, and 5k combo. When attacking, place the top 2 cards of your deck into your drop. Pretty good. And then discard 1 card from your hand. Then switch this card in a battle area to active mode. So pretty good. I mean, discarding from hand is a little bit meh. But, I mean, and then when attacking it, it's not once per turn, though. So you can mill up to 4 in a turn if you're willing to discard a card. Pretty good card. I mean, I think it really saves it having 5k combo. If it had 0, then I would be a little bit less inclined for this card. But pretty good here. All right, now let's get into the boss monster of the deck. Another one riding Shenron, and again, even the regular secret rare of this card looks like so nice. So 7 cost, 0k combo, 45k attack, and triple strike. Our first triple strike card of Fusion World is here with Goku GT. Interestingly enough, the other secret rare of black is Goku GT in Super Saiyan 4 form. This one's going to be just him in regular form. But another pretty card. This one is the alt. Interestingly enough, this one didn't get the God rare. Green did. But anyway, so yes, triple strike. 3 hits instead of 1. And then on play, this one's really interesting. Choose any number of battle cards whose total cost add up to 7 or less and KO them. The one complaint I have about this is KO. It really puts a damper on this card because a lot of the best cards that you're going to want to use this on can't be KO'd. I'm thinking, Jiren, obviously he can't be KO'd once. So that's unfortunate. You also really, the big one I'm thinking of is the 4-cost Majin Buu, or the Kid Buu. So that really puts a little bit of a damper on it to me. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't have been just placed to drop. This is a secret rare card. Triple strike alone doesn't, in my opinion, give it the need to just say KO. So that's my only complaint. Otherwise, I still think this is a really good card. I mean, it's one that you'd even, again, like, would I consider even throwing this as a one of in Shallot? And I think about Shallot as my other black deck. You may consider it in Goku GT as well. I mean, you have to get to 7 energy, which is a lot. Obviously, this is a card you're going to be playing from drop in Shenron, right? It's a 7 or less, so you could be playing this card out, I mean, as early as turn 2, 3. It depends on how much you can mill to get those Dragon Balls out there. But it's pretty out there. I mean, this is good. I don't know. I still think, as I'm looking through this deck is definitely a high roll deck. It's going to struggle into Cell still because of it being red. But, I mean, Cell doesn't, once you get this card out there, it's not going to be quite as easy to remove as some. Like, I'm used to playing Green Vegeta, and the 40k Green Vegeta is super easy to remove. This one's still going to be relatively easy. All it's going to take basically is in the Cell. They can Cell chain this to death with 5 energy. Putting the 4-cost Cell is going to get it down to 35. You KO that Cell. You get your 5-cost out there and throw out a Cell Junior. Will get this bad boy down to 30, and then you're going to be able to self-destruct it. So, that's another thing I would say. Like, should this maybe have actually even gone up to 50k? I think not, because of it being as triple strike would just be way too hard to defend. And then the fact that, then how are your opponents going to deal with it? It's tough to defend multiple turns in a row, and even tougher to remove it. Well, I'd say even tougher to defend more than 1 turn. But it's a good card. I mean, it's a really good card. Let's look at the, what are they calling it, like cinematic alt arts or cinematic arts. So they do have, this one's obviously just a regular rare card in the set, but then I want to show this alt in there, which each color got 1 of for this set. Really nice. So auto, when this card is placed from your deck into its owner's drop, if your leader has Dragon Ball and you don't have a Gohan Youth with a cost of 2 in your battle area, play this card from its owner's drop. So that's pretty good to me. For it being a 0k combo, not bad. You're playing this for free oftentimes, 20k, as long as you don't have another. And then the when attacking, place the top 2 cards of your deck into their owner's drop. And that's why, I mean, we could play this so quickly, you know, and be attacking. This is really a pressure deck, and depending on what you're milling and being able to attack with, you're going to be able to awaken really early, playing that 7 cost, and then flipping back over. And then, I mean, how long is it before we've got 2 of those Shenron on the field? Pretty crazy, right? All right, now before we get into the extras, we'll get one last of these. This one, actually, I should have put in the legacy support, but whatever. Kakarot, it's a nice-looking card. I'm not a huge fan of Kakarot, even in Shallot. But, you know, it looks cool. Place 1 card from your hand at the top or bottom of its owner's deck, and then you can place an energy marker. Cool. All right, anyway, let's jump into the extras and legacy, aside from Kakarot. All right, now here we go, the extras and legacy support cards. So this one's an interesting one. Tell me your wish now. If your leader is Shenron, play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 7 or less from your drop. This one, really think about this one too. Activate main, right? And you need 5. So this one's, it kind of will let you like double up. Is my understanding from this. You're going to go ahead and flip that. You have to awaken to use this card, and then for 5 you could play a 7 or less from drop. So you could, let's say you throw out your triple strike, and then you can use your leader ability to play out another one. That's kind of crazy to me. I think this card's probably got some good I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you're going to play it as a 7 of or not, but I mean 7 of a 4 of or not. I'm already thinking of Dragon Ball, so I don't know. This is a deck, full disclosure too, I haven't built yet, but I do want to build. I'm kind of going in order of which deck I'm building, but I haven't built this one. So anyway, let's look at the next one. So Dragon Ball. All right, this one's obviously a 0. You can include as many as you like. Activate main, place the top 2 cards of your deck into their owner's drop for 0. So pretty good. Then this one's going to go to drop. So let me make sure here. Yeah, that one has no traits. So yeah, Dragon Ball is the only card from what I'm seeing that has Dragon Ball in its traits. So you do need those 7, right? So not bad. You're going to be able to get that and drop mill 2. Hopefully more of them are Dragon Balls. And then we've got Dragon Radar. This one's really good too, right? Look to your deck and life, and reveal up to 1 card with Dragon Ball and its special traits. Add to hand, then shuffle deck and life. This is actually really nice too. Thinking about it, like knowing like what's in your life. Obviously, you don't know what order it's in, but you know you're able to kind of do a life check and see, okay, this is where I am at with it. Pretty cool. I mean, I really like where this deck is going. It's very interesting. Will it be good yet? I don't know. All right, now let's go into the legacy support. So all 3 were really just Dragon Ball support here. But Yamcha, this card, it's funny how Yamcha is really just giving Bulma from Dragon Ball in the adventure set support. So permanent, if your leader has adventure and its special traits and you use a card from your drop in a combo during the turn, reduce this card, the cost of this card in your hand by 2. So you're basically playing it out for 1, and then it turns into a 25k cantrip. So that's good. We know that Bulma's biggest weakness is draw power, and it's really like what's holding it back right now is just cards in hand. Does this card save it? I mean, I think honestly this one card like gives it some legs comparatively. I like the Bulma deck. I really want to play it more, so I'm excited for this one. I do have a physical copy built as well, so I actually just need some Chi-Chi cards, so you know, there's that. So then Bulma got one other support too, which is on play if your leader has adventure. Add up to 1 card from life to hand. Then look at top 4. Reveal a card with adventure. Add to life. So we're actually seeing a lot of these. I think we already revealed one that was a 2 cost. I don't know if it was a searcher though. But like Frieza, Golden Frieza got one of these, a 2-cost 5k, 10k combo. So we're seeing a lot more like 2-cost searchers. And again, I'm not completely loving it, but I think some decks really need these, and Bulma is one of them. In essence, it's a draw. It is a 10k combo in hand too, which is what I do like about these. And, you know, there's not I have noticed on my end, I don't have an extremely high amount of 2-cost cards in Bulma that I was using anyway. Alright, so we're seeing Bulma get support. Next up, Goku GT gets some support. So 1-cost 5k combo 0. I mean, I'm sorry, 1-cost 5k power 0 combo. So I don't like the 0 combo if your leader's Goku and you don't have a marker, place one. I don't know. I don't know. Like, what did it need to have 0 combo? Like, did it need to? Why couldn't it just have 5k? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of this card, but maybe I'm missing something. I mean, placing a marker is great, but I don't know. Pan GT. This one is actually really good. So we're also seeing a few more cards like this. In essence, this is Videl 1-cost. So this is like her mother from Blue. 5k 1-cost 10k combo. Activate main, return this card from its owner's hand. If your leader is Goku GT and you have an energy marker, play a Pan GT with a cost of 2 from your hand. So, you know, I guess it actually, now as I'm thinking about it more, I didn't read these 2 cards together until now. You need a marker in order to use the Pan GT, so it makes sense. But again, it doesn't change the fact that I think that Trunks could have that Trunks could have been a 5k combo. Am I right? Anyway, all right. So the last one here, we've got Bardock, 2-cost 15k 10k combo. Activate main for 2 energy. Place this card in a battle area into its owner's drop. If your leader is Bardock, draw 2 cards. Then during this turn, the next time you use a card with a cost of 4 or less and Bardock's crew and its special traits, you don't have to pay the cost. So this one to me is a really crazy combo play, right? If you could get this guy to stick on turn, let's say you play him out on turn 2, you get him to stick, then the next turn you're able to play that like New Saiyan Legend card, which is the 4-cost Bardock extra, and you're able to play out the 5-cost Double Strike as early as turn 3. I mean, do you need to play him out turn 3? I don't know. But why not? I mean, why not? I think the other good part about this is the draw 2. So even if you're going to play him on turn 4, you get to draw 2. I mean, it's necessary because you're losing a 10k combo in hand by playing him out. He is a 15k attacker, so really you're only attacking with this guy like pre-awaken. But I think this is a pretty good card. You know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Alright, well that's going to do it for this episode of the Hawks Dragon Ball Nest. Hope you enjoyed this episode of me previewing the black cards for the next Wish For Shenron set. Will this set save Fusion World? It's a question many people ask. And unfortunately, I'm not sold on it doing so yet. I think if anyone does, it's going to be our next leader, which is going to be Piccolo. Because I think Piccolo might have an edge against Cell. At the very least, we need someone who can deal with Cell and reduce the amount of cells that are being played. I don't know how it does into Boo yet, but we'll see. So anyway, if you like what you saw, make sure you hit that subscribe button and become part of the Hawks Nest. We're a fearless flock of fabulous folks who love to do what we love out here, and I love making these videos, and I don't care. I'm excited for the next set. I think we've got some pretty cool leaders with some cool effects. We've got the new Evolve, which that one will be after Piccolo. I'll go ahead and throw out the Glorio deck and all the other cards from Red from there. So we'll go from there. But until then, we're going to see you next time.